you may know, may remember him from Color Wars, which he worked on with Zay Frank. He is an extraordinarily talented engineer now working at Etsy. Please welcome from New Jersey, Eric Kastner. Are you still in Jersey, Eric?
I am. I work in Brooklyn now.
Juggling.
Hey, everybody. That's awesome so far. I learned how to do a VC pitch on the internet, and it looked nothing like this. So mine is a little bit different. Basically, I've taken what I've learned and turned it into an actual deck to pitch to VCs, because we have a VC here. This is my first time pitching VCs. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm doing it at South by Southwest, the absolute best place to do it. This is the social media capital of the world. We have more followers here than anywhere else. And what I want to do is take my ideas and get them funded and do something cool. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the company first, because the team is what matters. You know, we can all build something cool, but not everybody has an amazing team. So we're MetaWorks. We are a small startup in New York, and we're making really cool, mostly web stuff, a few native apps. And I want to tell you about the team and then about what we've done and how we've gotten this far. So this is the team. Eric Kastner is the CTO, CFO, lead designer, lead developer, ops. It's also me, so hi. I have over 40 years of internet experience, and I know every computer language and system that actually matter. Our main advisor is my mom. She was really into Flickr and Facebook and Groupon, thought they were amazing ideas, and she thinks that my ideas are better than all of them, and they'll get funded and make so much more money than any of them. Our first employee is an unbelievable coup we were able to steal from Etsy, and it's Dottie, and she is our release manager. She's built our continuous deployment system that allows us to iterate very, very rapidly and apply all the lean startup principles on what we're doing. With the system she's built, we've been able to deploy up to 1,000 times a day. It's mind-blowing stuff. Our technology stack is really, really cool. We're all on the cloud. We use redundant clouds. We use every single cloud provider there is. And that's the main reason I'm looking for money. We want to build our own private cloud to compete with all of these. As you can see, we use every important technology that's ever been invented. And the way we analyze and decide on new technologies is we read Hacker News constantly. And anything that comes up that's remotely interesting, we rewrite everything in it and then launch it. Now I'm going to tell you about what we've built so far. I've been in the internet for a very long time, like I said, and I've always liked 4chan, internet culture, memes, but it all felt a little bit too young for me. You know, I'm Gen X, and I wanted a Gen X 4chan, so I made 40chan. As you can see, there's a lot of great activity on there. A lot of really interesting things happen. The community has taken it in places that I never thought it would go, and I'm constantly surprised and impressed with the things that they do. They have their own memes and inside jokes, all kinds of great stuff that you wouldn't expect. Good advice, quips, basically things you expect from a 4chan-like site. Since it is an internet channel, and it's a message board, of course, Rule 34 applies. Their tastes skew a little bit differently than 4chan's, but you know, it's still interesting stuff. What I noticed was that there were a lot of people coming together and talking to each other using this anonymous system, and they were doing activism, and they were doing cool hacks. And I thought, this is a really good idea. I'm the entrepreneur. I said, aha, this is our core customer. We're going to have to develop this customer and iterate on this. And this is them doing one of their famous protests in front of NPR. What they do is they come together and they meet up and do all kinds of cool stuff. And I realized, well, why don't we do something for them? And as soon as I noticed our new users took a slight dip, I decided it was time to pivot. What I decided to make was something that would let these people connect in real life even easier. And what's better than internet dating for them? So we got a splash page up right away. We started collecting emails, collecting info. We even had a few real-life dates happen The problem was, since they weren't giving us any information, it ended up being two straight guys in a bar saying what the hell's going on. Didn't work out very well. And as soon as that dipped, I decided to pivot again. And this is where we're at now, and I'm very, very, very excited about this. I think this is one of those 1 in a 10-year ideas that's going to change the world. I think that you're going to really appreciate this, and you'll want to fund this idea and take it to the next level. This rocket ship is taking off. You can be the fuel if you want. Basically, I wanted to take the WHO, the World Hackers Organization, and get them putting their money together, their collective buying power, and bidding on one-day deals for things that they really care about, like NPR tote bags. This is what we've been validating. This is what we've been validating at South by Southwest. We've got it in front of a lot of customers. I wanted to put a slide after this to show our growth potential, but I couldn't. Since it's anonymous, everyone is our customer, and there is unlimited growth, and you can't graph infinity. Like I said, this is going to the moon. You can join us if you want. We also have native applications, the App Store, we have Android, but most exciting, we have WebOS, which I think is going to take off in a big-time way. So that's our idea, and I'm pretty... I got a text from Dottie. We're going to pivot again. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do. She doesn't type very well. But it's going to be awesome no matter what we do. I hope you decide to fund us, and this team is going to be awesome.